Good morning.
It's a morning, alright. I want out of the city, please.
Yes, please. Where's everybody going?
Pick a trailer. Any trailer.
Let's try to get out of here.
It's not a place to walk your dog.
I went way close to them. Let's make them feel uncomfortable for being there. Why would you park on a road to walk your dog?
Like, if you're familiar where we are, there's that lot and that lot across the street.
Lots of available parking. Don't park on the road. We need this space.
There's lots of room. Not right there.
All right, we are in Chilliwack. We just want to get out of the city. All of yesterday running in city, all of today running in city. Just let me out.
I don't know.
By the way, there's construction ahead. 2-hour delays. We're taking a detour.
Officially, they say 20 to 35 minute detour.
Yeah,
Or
but
wait.
so what they're doing is on the top of the hour. Top of the hour, they close the road down for 20 minutes. The thing is, Highway 1 has so much traffic. In that 20 minutes, they don't actually clear the line. They only clear like half the line. So, they're saying it's at least 2-hour delays. We're just gonna go to Bridal Falls, shoot over to Highway 7 and go around it.
And that's for the next 6 weeks.
Next 6 weeks?
Yep.
Yikes.
It stops Friday at 2. They don't say for sure Saturday, but Sundays for sure they don't do anything. But maybe on Saturdays they do. I'm not sure.
To our roundabout. Looks like someone's spreading out mulch.
That's not like really nice.
Coming in, our car stopped in the middle of the roundabout, right here. Just stopped, waiting for other traffic. It's like, you don't stop in a roundabout.
That's just one example of how today's
It's
going.
been interesting. My patience is already gone, and it's only 11:42.
Wait, mine was gone when we woke up.
This is true. Well, not when I woke up, but almost immediately when the first truck showed up and tried to scoop us.
I don't know if there's a full moon or not, but I'm just gonna say there is one.
Feels like it. I need to chill. I need to relax. I need to let people just go because my patience. I have to recognize that I'm impatient now. Yeah, this is nice. Good timing out for a nice little gap here.
No, we can
Oh,
do it
never mind. The car moved over, so there's even more of a gap.
after the video. Let's have a music session.
Musician, crank the music and blast some music.
Yeah, and jam to some music.
We can jam some music.
That'll let us chill.
So 18 kilometers till our detour.
Look how beautiful these mountains are.
That's kind of neat with the clouds up there like this. So I had to stop at Chilliwack to fix a mistake I made.
It's that type of day.
Yeah. They were very nice. What's the shop called again? R&J or J&R or...
Wow, it's changed.
It's changed. It used to be R. James. I got them
I think it's
to
R&J Fleet, I think.
R&J Fleet or something like that.
Yeah.
I got them to move one of the conveyor belts because I realized going down the road I wasn't quite 100% legal. So we had to make that adjustment and get it 100% legal. Now I'm very much 100% legal. Where we loaded that conveyor belt, they were such tiny space and everybody was in a crazy rush. I didn't take the time to measure the load. It didn't look like I was over any legal limits, but when I measured today, was that today?
Yeah.
Well, anyway, when I measured after the fact, I'm like, ooh, I'm just a hair over. Just a tiny bit over legal height. I'm like, okay, stopping at the next possible shop, next place that has a forklift. I called the boss and go, hey, next possible place with a forklift is this. I screwed up. I need a forklift. Do you think they would do it? And he goes, let me give them a call. I got a call back almost immediately. Yep, head right on in. They'll fix it for you. I'm like, thank you. So, I screw up from time to time. And any members listening know about my other thing I'm dealing with. I still have not gotten a letter in the mail. Don't know when my court date is.
So you have 2 conveyor belts. Then we have like 4 skids worth or pallets worth of
Scaffolding.
And then we have
20 tubes, metal pipes.
Yeah, for welding. Or welding place.
Yeah, it's a nice load. It's light. It's light. Yeah, freight is kind of slow right now, so Sutco's working hard to get me any kind of load. A nice little light load like this. It's 3 pickups, 3 drops. It's good money. Sutco's probably not making good money off of it, but they're just keeping me busy until the lumber picks up again. Loads are a little slim right now, but they're pretty awesome. They get me on the road. Even the easy loads like this, they're paying me full rate.
Plus extra for every drop.
It's like plus extra money for every drop, yeah. So 82 cents a mile for this light load. I guess speaking of Sutco, this video is brought to you by the Southern Group, now hiring Super B flat deck, Super B wood chip. I forgot my little thing, my little ad read that I've got memorized. I forgot it. We're hiring Super B and flat deck commercial drivers. See, the ad read's gone way offline already. It's just gone. If you want a job, come hang out with us. Just tell Sutco that I sent you. Just tell them you're a Juan fan. Give me my name as a reference. Just put in Juan Rempel as a reference. And then any referral bonus I get, I'll split with you 50-50. Plus, if you use the term Juan fan, you'll get an extra $100 on your first payday as well. So, some money in it for you if you're looking for a CDL. Also, if you're looking to get a CDL, if you want to go through the MELT course, contact Sutco as well. Make sure you use my references there as well. And they have opportunities for government grants and other company grants to get free education to get into the trucking business. So you can get some of your school paid off, or maybe all of your school paid off, depending on your situation. Because driving school is expensive, but yeah, contact Sutco and they can help you with that as well. Just go to sutco.ca. There's a helicopter hovering pretty low over there. I don't know if you can see it. There's a black helicopter
there.
in the black tree. Hard to see.
I'm like, you spent a helicopter. I've been spying bald eagles.
That load's got to be max weight load. That's going to be a heavy load.
Also, Highway 1, we took DETOUR this morning because it was like 45 minutes.
Yeah, we saved 45 minutes by taking a detour between 200 and 2 something.
232nd, maybe?
Something like that, yeah.
I don't know. The Clover Road. And now we have to take another detour.
A bit of a detour type of day. You know, well, next 6 weeks, anytime we come this way, we'll have to take this detour.
Except for Sundays if you're heading over here. You're safe.
Okay.
Because they don't work Sundays. And then Friday evenings, you don't have to worry about it either. After 2 o'clock, you know, everybody wants to go home.
So
And
Friday
then-
evening, Saturday, and Sunday?
I don't know what Saturday. I think they work Saturdays, I think.
Well, then why Friday evening is off then? That doesn't
Well,
make sense.
maybe they don't work Saturdays. I would have to read the article again. And they're not doing anything for May long, obviously.
These are oversized load, just this trailer. Just this trailer itself is oversized.
I guess at that point, do you just have like a company pilot?
Probably a company pilot car that goes wherever you go.
Yeah.
I know Sutco has company pilot cars for our wide load equipment. I guess that might not be Sutco. That might be EcoChips, BC EcoChips. When they move around their logging equipment, we have our own pilot cars for that.
Well, like if you're attached to that trailer, you always have a pilot.
Yeah.
So kind of go together. So I have your third video rendering at the moment.
Oh, nice. So the bonus video is rendered already.
Yeah.
The Tuesday video is done rendering, and now you're rendering Wednesday's video.
Yep.
I'm caught up on videos. Here, I was all concerned I was going to be behind.
And then I made copies of all the paperwork too.
Oh, sweet.
And while you were busy, I'm busy in here.
Yeah. It's nice to have a co-pilot. Not even a co-pilot, a passenger, a professional passenger.
Your boss called me the navigator the other day.
The navigator.
Yeah. I
Well,
like
where were
professional.
you navigating today morning then?
Oh
When I took the
no.
wrong turn. My navigator failed when I took the wrong
I
turn
was
there.
just going to say I take the term professional passenger a lot better than navigator. I was already beating you to that. And to be fair, I had your GPS going somewhere.
Until I screwed it up.
No, it screwed itself up, remember?
No.
No. Then we might be talking about different things.
All right. We're going to head over to Agassiz here. Hey, how's the Trans-Canada doing right now?
They close in 10 minutes, 9 minutes.
Close an hour.
Yeah, thank you, driver. Yeah, so it might be flowing nice now. They close in 7 minutes. I'll never make it there in 7 minutes.
And they have lots of those digital signs, like overwhelming, they tell you. If you go down this road,
Oh, beautiful, connector, beautiful.
so basically what happened is the fire last year took down the trees that made those rocks stable.
Yes.
So now they have to make it all stable again.
whole cliff face is unstable due to the fact that the dirt no longer has any roots in it that are alive, right? Now they're having huge rocks coming down. So instead of the rocks coming down randomly, they're gonna blast everything that's loose, put some dynamite in there and just smash a whole bunch of rocks down, make the cliff safe.
Left 2 east fire, clear left. Clear, come back.
Put the cameras outside because I said the weather's nice to drive, but honestly it looks like it might rain yet.
Weather is something I haven't looked up, but I usually
Look at that
do.
big bear sitting there. Scenic route.
So, you kind of managed not to take a video today in Highway 3.
Yeah, at least I won't shoot a video on Highway 3 today because I know you guys say you guys never get old of Highway 3, but I'm getting a little tired of Highway 3. So I kind of enjoy a detour like this.
Front five! You! Shot over.
I think you're gonna get
Quite young.
Are you saying I'm playing with fire, leaving that radio on?
Yep, I'm like getting close.
Yeah, Garmin really didn't want to take this route. It's going, but the other route's better. I know, normally it is. I put in 2 waypoints. Here's Fraser River.
That's kind of what happened when I put the other location in, and she did not like it. So then you sorted it out. So I was done with it.
Rivers was nice and clear last time we went over it. It's quite muddy now, so we're definitely getting some good spring runoff. Lifting up all the sand and silt. Turn that off.
So I've been reading some articles that they're actually worried about how dry the conditions are right now.
Look how lush green this is. Yeah, so is that because it's such a cool spring? We're not getting the rain?
I don't know.
We're not getting the flooding either, but they're saying they've already had a couple of wildfires.
Yeah.
One of them was up to 20 hectares. They had to evacuate some people by Lillooet.
Well, it's evacuation alert, so it doesn't mean...
Evacuation alert.
Yeah, it doesn't mean you
So,
have
you know,
to.
it seems early. It seems early.
Vernon and Kamloops area is actually under a severe drought label already on the map.
Oh, wow.
Like where we live, it's just like either moderate, but yeah, it's dry enough that they're worried about it already.
We had so much snow in the winter, we're not getting any rain now. That's not good news. I'm not looking forward to smoky season. But we still have June. We could get hammered with rain in June. So hopefully we still get lots of rain
Yep.
there.
Oh, I can't read what that is. Okay.
And it says Monday through Saturday on here.
See, so they must work Saturday.
Yeah.
But for some reason they want Friday evenings off.
kind of detouring around Agassiz here. I think maybe I'm mispronouncing it. Just Agassiz? I think it's just Agassiz. I think they ignore the Z at the end. I think just Agassiz.
You'll find out in 2 weeks.
Someone will correct me. I actually think someone has corrected me in the past, and that's why I realized that I think I'm saying it wrong. I bet you the Agassiz scale is definitely going to be open. That's in 20 kilometers, less than 15 minutes.
Yeah, if they're smart, they would be open.
There's going to be so much more traffic this way. Nice little pullout if you want to sleep right on the train track, which is a busy train track, so you would hear trains all night long rumbling by. And there's a marker here to honk, so they would probably even honk.
No thanks. Last night I could feel them or hear them a little bit. Maybe hear. It wasn't too bad.
Yes, yeah, we were next to a train yard, but it was, I don't know, 300 meters away, and they would just slowly rumble by,
Yeah.
as they were switching cars and stuff.
So we have to figure out dinner, lunches, meals.
We bought some burgers on the island, had them yesterday, and we both go, nope,
You should mention they're frozen, not good burgers.
because we're frozen. Yep, they were just not good. Hated the flavor. I don't know, something wonky about them that I just did not like.
I don't know how you finished yours. I couldn't eat half of mine.
I had to work on it. Like, I have to eat food. It is sort of edible, but do not like whatever this flavor is. Most unappetized burger I've ever had.
Exactly. Yeah. Definitely hungry today, but I was not eating that.
So I'm thinking we'll swing by Grand Forks, the grocery store there, and quickly run in and buy something.
Yep.
It doesn't have to be burgers. We can get some
We don't need
pulled
much.
chicken or something. Yeah.
Because we know.
We need. Did you check if I still have more peanut butter up there?
No, I forgot to look.
Have to look at that before we run in and maybe buy some more peanut butter. Because we only have to have tonight's supper ready. We don't even need supper, we just need lunch. Because we'll be home tomorrow by supper.
Mm-hmm.
So we have tonight's supper, that's easy. We need lunch today, lunch tomorrow.
Okay.
You said you had enough peanut butter for one lunch for me,
Yep.
and you've got your lunch meat.
Yep.
So really, we need one lunch.
Yep.
All we need to buy. Unless we have more peanut butter, we don't even need to stop for food.
I'll have to take a look.
Yeah. I would much rather have peanut butter sandwiches and honey. Those are my favorite. Than restaurant food. I'm not stopping at A&W and McDonald's and Burger King and or convenience store sandwiches. No. I'll rather have nice hot burgers in here. Usually what we do is we have, for lunches we have burgers 2 days a week, and then the rest of the week sandwiches for lunches. So 2 hot lunches and the 3 cold lunches. And then we have all hot. Dinner is all hot. So
Yeah.
it's all mostly pre-made meals that Jess has made at home while she's at home.
I know once in a while we talk about eating up, but that's a treat.
Yep. So ground beef, pulled pork, or
Chicken wraps.
chicken wraps,
Yeah,
chicken and rice.
Yeah.
All pre-made meals at home. That I can just throw together over here. My favorite is honestly ground beef and beans. That's my favorite on the road dinner meals that I make myself on the highway when Jess isn't here.
I really focus on the meats, and then it makes it easy to make meals with whatever meat.
Not only does that save us a lot of money, also so much better tasting and healthier than fast food. So much healthier than fast food. I would like to not be 300 pounds.
So in our freezer, I usually have ground beef that I cooked, pulled pork, and then chicken,
Yeah.
and then chicken tenders too.
And then every now and then, you make some awesome chicken tenders. Yep.
And
Then every now and then something unique like pizza.
Yeah, I miss doing pizzas after that more.
Makes pizza on this bread. What's it called?
The naan bread.
Naan bread pizza. Fresh pizza in the truck. Can't go wrong there. They must have had a serious mudslide here. Don't remember that. Maybe that was last year.
Last year or the year before? No, the year before.
It looks fairly recent. It has to be last year or newer. Another 7 kilometers to the scale. Actually, I think this thing is actually wrong. I think the scale is actually after what GPS says the scale is. I think it's telling me the scale on the Highway 1.
Oh.
I think it's actually telling me the wrong scale.
I have to remember to bring that upstairs and update it. Is what I need to do.
Yeah, she needs an update. I know you guys have told me that too. You guys have reminded me. It's like, hey, perhaps she needs an update. I'm like, yeah, you're right. But when it comes to Friday, end of the day, time to go home, you just grab your stuff and go and completely forget about the fact that I meant to take the GPS home with me. I mean, if you're any kind of criminal looking to break into my truck, I take the GPS home with me every weekend.
That was crossing my mind too. But all fairness, it's over 5 years old, so whatever.
Yeah. She's done her job. If she just magically disappears, I'll just get a new one. Funny thing is, on the pickup we have a GPS too. And I forgot to lock the doors once. Sure enough, came back the next morning and the whole truck had been rifled through. GPS, out of its hiding place, laying on the seat, but they threw it back. Why? Well, it's not that hard to plug your GPS in and hack them a little bit and change the startup image of your GPS. So whenever you fire up a GPS, you get this startup image, right, of Garmin or TomTom or whatever GPS you have, right? You can log in there and change that. Basically, go in there, delete the startup JPEG, and put in your own JPEG. Name it exactly the same name as what you're replacing. So use the same name and put your own image in there. So now when the GPS fires up, your image fires up. And when mine fires up, there's a screen that comes up. It says stolen device contacting police. So somebody stole my GPS, fired it up and said, heck no, and threw it back into my vehicle and ran.
Yep. But you've even had
It's a static image, but I put a loading bar on there too that looks like it's loading, right? If you're nervous, if you're a criminal, you don't want anything to be out of the ordinary. And if you fire up that GPS and it says stolen device, it's useless to you. You're gonna huck it. You're never gonna make money off of it. Luckily, they hucked it back into the truck and they knocked halfway down the road in the alley, because no pawn shop's buying that. So pawn shop's gonna fire it up and go, nope, not buying that off of you. So they can't make money off of it. So I thought it was kind of funny. My buddy actually, when we were in Drumheller, he just goes, that just said stolen device on it. I'm like, yes, it did. It most certainly did. Doesn't mean I stole it. It means I put a JPEG on there that says stolen device. It's not hard to just replace that image with your own JPEG. The GPS still thinks it's firing up that same starting image of Garmin or TomTom. It doesn't know any better that that image has been replaced by something that you put in.
Of course, the other thing to always remember is never put your home address as your home address.
When you have on your phone, on your GPSs, never put your actual home address in there. When you click on your phone to go home, make it for the mall near you, or make it for a parking lot near where you live. When you're that close to home, you know how to get to home. You don't need the last half a mile. Just have home half a mile away from you. Program it in. Because what criminals do is they steal your car. Now not only do they have your car, they have your address, so they can drive to your place. They've got your garage door opener. They literally drive to your place, hit the garage door opener, walk into your house, and clean out your house, and then drive away. Because you told them where you live and you gave them tools to do it. So yeah, home is never home for all my GPSs.
And also don't keep your insurance in the glove department.
Oh, because that has your home address on it?
Yep.
I do though.
More importantly, the latest thing is some people have their like auto payment information on the bottom of that insurance.
Okay.
They keep it with it or something.
Okay.
So then thieves take it and then they have all your payment information.
They have your payment information. Ah. Yeah, we don't do the auto payment thing. I pay cash up front. Because the payment system actually costs you a lot more money in the long run. So I have actually gone to overdraw on my bank account to pay it all in one shot, because that overdraw is faster and cheaper to pay off than the extra. It's pretty muddy there. Technically illegal,
Very.
bringing all that mud onto the road. So technically, who's going to enforce it? Farmers do it all the time. And what are farmers supposed to do about it? Drive with a sweeper behind their tractor? Like, what are you supposed to do about it? If you have a particularly big log fall off, maybe pull over, stop, and kick it off the road, but
Thanks to you now, I have this image in my head of a tractor with a sweeper.
for a second there, I'm like, we forgot to do a load secure, but we did stop in Chilliwack and check the load there. So I checked all the straps there, so we're legally good.
I saw you.
You saw me do the load secure?
I did.
I'm like, while we're fixing stuff, let's go around and check every strap. Make sure it's all snug. Most of the time it's not for legal purposes. It's like, I'd rather just not have it unloaded on the highway. Just, let's make sure it's safe. I know we had a driver that drove over 4 hours without stopping with a load. It's like, first off, it's not safe. We need to stop, and it's definitely not legal. Will you get a ticket for not doing a load secure? No. That's not a law that anyone's enforcing.
If you have an accident.
If you have an accident and you didn't do your load secures, you're up the wazoo in trouble. Chance of getting a ticket, almost zero. Chance of you being in an accident that is nothing your fault, but you didn't do your load secures, now there is some of it your fault. And if all of a sudden you're in an accident where another person dies and you didn't do your load secures, you could be held criminally accountable for that person's death. Because if you're in an accident, very likely your load's going to fall off the trailer, no matter how secure you make it. And if you didn't do load secures and someone dies, you're going to jail. Literally going to jail for killing someone unintentionally. So I'd rather just pull over and check my load every now and then. To be exact, every 240 kilometers. Scale's closed. The first check is legally after 80 kilometers, and then after that, every 240 kilometers.
Isn't it every so many hours as well?
Yeah,
Whatever
but
comes first.
if you're driving speed limit, you're never going to reach the hour mark.
But there is.
There is 3 hours, I think. I think it's 1 hour and then 3 hours. It's 50 miles and 150 miles the first check, and then 150 miles all the checks after that, every 150 miles if you convert it to miles. Okay, we'll go through Hope here and then we'll call it a day. Hopefully the cameras all lasted. I know the batteries were not 100% on all of them, so get what we get. especially since it's a little bit of a longer video. Go through Hope. Once we're on Highway 1, we'll call it a day. I guess we are on Highway 1 right now. We're pulling onto Highway 1 now. But you know what I meant. I guess once we're pulling onto Highway 3.
Like the highway's too quiet, but yeah, slow.
And have a slow trucker up front. They should be opening Highway 1 again any minute now, the detour we took around, but that still means there could be delays. We had some trucks going through there. Sutco, they sent a message out that they're over 2-hour delays because of that closure. It said 50. Welcome to Hope. Crossing over the Fraser River again. I saw a bunch of fish jumping in there.
Thankfully, the rattle start as you're ending the video.
The squeaking underneath the cab, yeah, that suspension is. I think I'll mark it or mention that to them next time it goes into the shop.
Well, my wife doesn't want to come in the truck anymore.
The truck is too squeaky. And then go, are you sure you want to fix that then?
Yep.
Beautiful, beautiful little town. We're not, oh, we are going through, we're going through town, right? The way the highway is. We're going right through Hope. Cool. I'm guessing this used to be the old Highway 3 we're taking. Old Hope Princeton Way. Yeah, so it's the old Hope Princeton Highway. It's the only way we can get back on the freeway. It's trailers from Ontario. Doesn't mean the truck is. Because a lot of companies just randomly pick up any trailers from anywhere, right?
Yep.
Especially vans. If you're hauling vans, you're swapping trailers all the time. Which I would find annoying. Because I know this trailer. I know all of its little quirks. I know how the brakes are on all the axles. I know the things that do fail on this trailer that I need to keep an extra closer eye on. like hauling the same trailer. And I know what the maximum weight is by looking at the gauge, and I'm like, I know if we're overweight or not just by looking at the air pressure gauge. To the almost, I'd say within 50 pounds, I can tell if we're overweight or not.
Which is incredible.
Once you know your equipment, it is nice. It is nice. Where the heck did you come from? What is up there? There's that exit off the highway. That is a exit off the highway, huh? Yeah, it came off the freeway. It's weird to be having a semi coming off of there, but
You don't go down here too often, so I like to see what's new.
yeah, it's a nice little town.
I'd say it's nice, but the last I knew, I had a lot of crime rates.
Really?
The last I knew.
I don't remember A&W being on that side. Looks like brand new sod on grass. That's gotta be a brand new A&W.
I don't recall.
I don't recall an A&W there.
I think so.
It's at most a year old. I could be wrong, but
Yeah, we're done with cities.
yeah. Home restaurant, good food there. I don't know if this home restaurant is as good as the one in Armstrong? No, Salmon Arm. Salmon Arm. When I worked in Salmon Arm for 2 weeks, night shift. After working all night, so 7 a.m. When it was 8 a.m. I would go into the restaurant and they saw me walk in and they already were getting my order ready. And I only was there for 2 weeks and they knew what I was ordering in the morning. Because I talked to their manager and just go, hey, I know this is not a thing you do, but what meals could you make with the equipment that you have running for breakfast? What kind of dinner meals could you make? Because I'm coming off of work and I would like have a supper now after work and not a breakfast. So he just goes, yeah, we could do that. I kind of listed things that they could use. I'm like, could you make this and this? Yeah, so I had really good suppers and dinners.
Yeah, someone that can
In
do
a
that.
place that doesn't actually serve those meals at that time of day. So the very first time I came in there and asked for that, I tipped very well. I'm going to make it clear that I appreciate this. I tipped very well, and then I tipped very well the whole 2 weeks and charged it all to my boss.
Yeah. I'm like, you're gonna mention that at some point that you don't have to pay for it.
It's like, I'm not paying for the tips. And my boss has said we don't want to have an image of being poor tippers, so we're allowed to tip well. I'm just going to stay in this lane. Having said that, I would have tipped the same way if I was paying for it or not. I'm a bit of a generous tipper. Well, I'm a fair tipper. Let's put it this way. I'm a fair tipper. If I feel that I got really good service that was above regular good service, I will tip very, very well.
Did he go on the same highway as us?
So, we officially know we didn't save any time
Because
taking the detour. Because this dude was literally right in front of us.
yeah,
He made it through the road closure. But we know we didn't lose any time going our way. Well, I guess we didn't need to go that way. we would have been in very slow traffic because his route's quite a bit shorter. So he was in very, very slow congested traffic, but he made it through.
I think it really depends on the time of day.
Time of day, yep, where all the loads hit. So, having said that, I would make the same decision again. Knowing that now, it's really cool knowing that even under best circumstances, he just barely made that cutoff, and we still didn't lose any time doing it. Good to know. Next 6 weeks, we'll keep doing that detour. That's good to know.
And like it's kind of ironic that there's one trunk that you can find again.
Yep. But yeah, if I feel my restaurant service was good, it was adequate, it was what I was expecting, I will still tip well. But if you give me crappy service, if my cup isn't offered to be filled before it's all the way empty, it's one of my things. One of my pet peeve things. It's like, I don't want to run out of water or out of whatever my drink is. You better be asking me if I want a top off before it's empty. If you do that, you get a good tip. If you don't do that, really, why didn't you pull in there earlier? A little obnoxious. There's a white car behind us, so I will take this second lane. So I'm a fair tipper. And I know tipping is not a thing that's around the whole world. What country are you from, and is tipping a thing? And if I were to tip in your country, would that be acceptable or would that be rude to do so?
Isn't Belize they take it now, but the first time we went, I remember.
In Belize, it's not customary to tip.
Yeah.
I tipped anyway, especially in the touristy areas. In the touristy areas, they're a little more used to getting tips. But in the less touristy areas, yeah, probably don't tip. Having said that, there were some places in Belize that had really good food.
Mm-hmm.
And I tipped. The thing is, they charge you nothing for the food. It's like, wait a minute, my meal is $5. Belizean $5, so it's $2.50 US. That awesome meal that normally would be $20 in the US, you're paying me, I have to pay $2.50 US. I'm sorry, I'm putting $10 down and walking away.
Yeah, their minimum wage is very low there. It's sad, actually.
I put down $10 and I still got a heck of a deal for that meal.
Yep.
And they got a heck of a tip. But those are usually in the not touristy places where those restaurants are catering to the locals.
Yeah. And you do have a thing where, like, in Belize, some workers work until they have enough money for that day and then they leave.
Yes.
So you have to be careful of that, too.
That's a Belize thing, yes. They will work long enough to have enough money for that day. It's like, I have enough money for this day, that's all I need to work. Okay, I'm done for the day. Goodbye, boss. See you tomorrow. But that's really a equator thing. You don't have to save up money like we have to in North America where you have snow in winter.
Yeah.
Just because we're still shooting video and it's a long video. It's a long video. We have this culture thing where there's snow that in the summer you have to gather and save everything. In the past generations, you had to grow all your food to survive in the winter. So you're forced to save money. You're forced to work and save money. If you live on the equator, you can literally scrounge for food in the jungle every day and survive.
Yep.
There is no saving anything. There's no concept of I have to save for tomorrow.
Yep.
Because tomorrow the food will be there. Why do you have to refrigerate something when the food will just be there? Go pick the new food. Sure, there's different types of crops during rainy seasons and not rainy season, but you'll survive. So that culture of saving is not really there. Anyway, we're climbing Hope Slide here. You guys have seen Highway 3 lots of times, so I think we'll call it a day. I just got carried away with story time today. Anyway, thank you guys so much. A huge shout out to all the members. I really appreciate you guys hitting that join button. And thank you if you haven't hit the join button. Perfectly acceptable. Watching this video, that's already more than I could ever ask for. I am out of here.
What? You are?
Oh. We are out of here.
That's better.
You guys rock.
Adios.